Okay, so as promised, here is a little tutorial on how to sketch a side profile face. Start with your lightest colored pencil that you have, because it'll be easier to erase that way. Start by sketching out everything. It's basically just using straight lines to block it out. I do a little bit like an L for the eyebrow line, and then same for the nose. The nose will connect into the lips, which the lips are traditionally, when I do them in two lines. One line defining the top lip, one line defining the bottom lip. You build off the chin, which is just a rounded circle, and then that goes up into the jawline. That I don't finish entirely at first. After you finish out blocking it out, go through, round everything out, make it look more natural instead of like a grumpy monkey or whatever that was, and then make sure everything is proportionate. Your lips are supposed to go further out than the eyebrow. Of course, not every single person is going to be proportionate, but if you want it to look more cohesive, just try and follow that. I'm darkening the lines here just so you can see it a little better. I also am drawing an upturned nose because that's one of my favorite kinds to draw. It's just kind of fun that way. That means that there's going to be just a little bump on the very edge of the nose. The lips, make sure it's darkest in the center. But I'm just, as I said, I'm literally just darkening everything. Adjusting the chin just a little bit because I didn't exactly like the shape and I went down a little bit too far. Adding on the neckline, it should go about halfway through the jaw is when it should start, but there will be a little bit of like a line building off from the nose. The eyeball line is where you start the eye. It's going to go straight in between the eyebrow ridge and the start of the nose. You're going to draw a straight line first and then a downward curving angle. Just draw the eye by drawing an oval, that's the iris, and then add a little like divot showing the where like the eye socket is by just drawing a line underneath. I'm adjusting the forehead because I didn't exactly like it the way I drew it the first time, and now adding in the hair. The hair can be done absolutely anyway, just depending on how you want it to lay. I like having it go up all the way across the front of the face, giving it very, very thick hair. It's just something that I like the look of. When you're drawing the ear, it's going to be level with your eye and level with your mouth. I had to pause right here to measure it on my own face to make sure I was being correct. See, I confirmed it on my GIF. That's how it is. And then your ear is going to be slightly more curved than I drew it the first time, as you can see in a couple seconds. I'm going to redraw it because the chin, well, I meant the jawline, was a little too short. There you go. It's going to be tilted at an angle and a little further back. And that way the jawline meets up with correctly because the end of the jawline is going to hit the end of the ear. The eyebrow line is going to go straight on that little ridge that's on the forehead. And that's where the eyebrow goes, and there you go. That's how you sketch a face.